Hey guys, how's it going and welcome back to the channel, and today is a very special day. It is the last ever episode of F1 2020 My Team. It's been a wild ride. It is episode 102 and it'll be sadly the last episode of the series, and let's hope it's a good one. Let's hope we end on a huge banger, as all good series should. So if you guys haven't been up to date, this is how our car looks. We have all facility upgrades at maximum, all our R&D on maximum, and we have been dominating the season. As you see here, season results have been outstanding. We've secured the driver standing and the constructor standings, and we've had a series of first place finishes, a couple fastest laps. I think we're on par with Lance Stroll on the fastest laps. We have 4 to our name. He also has 4, and I don't think anyone else has faster laps than us. So yeah, that is quite a feat to have secured in this season. Our trophy cabinet looks splendid right now. A lot of first place finishes, so let's hope that today in Brazil we get to celebrate with another first place, maybe a double podium. Let's hope. Let's head on in. I don't think there's much else to do. We'll let time fly and we'll get on with the Brazilian Grand Prix weekend. If you guys aren't already, please do consider subscribing. Down below, hit that red button that says subscribe and hit the notification bell next to it so you're notified when the next video goes live. 62% of you are not subscribed to me at this time, so please do consider subscribing, because it'll help me out a lot and also help you join this community that we're trying to build here. Thank you guys so much for stopping by this video, and let's get on with the Brazilian Grand Prix. Here we go with qualifying. One last qualifying session in the F1 2020 My Team series. We have had a decent run. My qualifying qualifying pace program, yeah, that one did show a promising time. We did do quite well in that program, so I'm hoping I can replicate that in this qualifying session. So it's gonna be difficult, I know, but let's hope we are that pacey. We did struggle on this track a couple times in the previous times we've done it in the previous seasons, but let's hope that we perform better than all those times. Alright, first lap, let's see where we go. P1, yes! Yes, this is looking promising. Oh, I'm actually glad I got P1. I struggled so much on this track, and now we are finally setting in good lap times. Alright, I failed to go out one last time, but let's see where we place. I think top. Okay, we're first place. Very good at the end of Q1. That's splendid. There we go, P1 with a 105.096. We were 7/100ths faster than Max Verstappen in P2. George Russell makes it to Q2 this time around, P10 for him with a 105.530, 4/10ths off of our pace. Matsushita, Aiken, Norris, De Vries, Kyoto, and Kvyat get knocked out. The McLarens are not having a good day today, so let's head on into Q2 and see what other surprises await us. Yeah, we didn't improve on this lap. We took a bit of a hit. That's fine. We're going back into the garage, and I think we should be through to the next round. Let's see. We may need to do a quick run. Oh, we just about survived. George Russell with the fastest lap with a 105.048. We were 3/10ths off on the mediums, 105.378. Knocked out our Verstappen, Magnussen, Schumacher, Gasly, Bottas, and Giovinazzi. 2 Mercedes out in Q2. Very interesting. So let's head on into Q3 to see where we place for the race. Slight improvement on our next lap, our second lap, on the same set of tires, just less fuel. So I just immediately went for another one. Another fastest lap. So we will be okay. I think we secured P1 here, so let's go back to the garage. Let's wait it out. Let's see if George Russell maintains his P2. Let's hope. Front row lockout for Su Elite Racing, the first time in Season 8, I believe. I mean, we did have that one moment when Carlos Sainz got there, but he took a massive grid penalty and he went further back. So let's hope that George Russell doesn't get a grid penalty. I beg that George Russell doesn't get a grid penalty. And let's see if we start the race with a double front row.
Formula One returns to Sao Paulo once again with the stage set for what promises to be another classic Brazilian Grand Prix. Sebastian Vettel famously clinched his third championship here in 2012, and in 2016, Max Verstappen treated us to one of the finest wet weather drives of all time. Interlagos, always a very special race here in Brazil. It's a 2.7 mile circuit with 9 lefts and 6 rights for a total of 15 corners. The fastest lap today should have an average speed of around 135 miles per hour, if of course the weather stays dry until the end of the Grand Prix. And with me as usual is Anthony Davidson. Let's talk about the captain. They've had a fantastic campaign, it's been a wonderful year, and they come into this weekend's Grand Prix as a fully deserving champion.
I agree it's been a truly impressive season, but championship or no, I don't think they'll be gently cruising around to the finish line. In fact, with points no longer a concern, there's a lot less to risk, so we may even see a more aggressive approach.
It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. George Russell will begin today's event from pole position, and the captain completes the front row. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Stroll, Sainz, and Guan Yu Zhou, and Hamilton, Leclerc, Latifi, Ocon, and Alexander Albon, Giovinazzi, Bottas, Pierre Gasly, and Schumacher, Magnussen, Kvyat, Luca Giotto, and Lando Norris, Aitken, Matsushita, Verstappen, they've taken a grid penalty, and Nick de Vries. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out. Then let's see who can prevail today.
Thankfully, George Russell does not take a grid penalty, and there he is in P1 over there with the other half of the garage. So let's take a look at our race strategy. Medium to hard compound tires. Okay, can we fit the softs in somehow? We'll do a medium to hard tire strategy. That should be good, and we'll drop our fuel load to the bare minimum. It's okay because we always manage to find save fuel here and there. So that should be good. Car setup's good, and let's get going with the race. Here we go, a final Grand Prix of the series, front row lockout, and away we go in Interlagos. We got a better start than George Russell. We've had a splendid start, by the way. That's a splendid start. I think George Russell took a hit on us. Oops. I think I cut him off a bit. My bad. Alright. So far, so good. Let's see if George Russell pits. I hope he doesn't have wing damage. Please don't have wing damage. Oh, he doesn't. Oh, we took extended track extension there. That's fine. Alright, this is good, this is good. Let's hope that George Russell can keep Lance Stroll at bay. We're losing fastest laps to other cars. Oh, is that George Russell going for it? He's gone for it. Come on, George. Go on, George. Side by side with George Russell here. Whoa. Something happened. I think Lance Stroll hit me. Lance Stroll is out. Whoa, what happened? I swear I left him enough space. I swear I left him enough space. That should not be my fault. Oh, is this our fastest lap? Let's see. Yes, it is. Marvelous. That was good. Fastest sector 2 and fastest sector 3. That's a good showing. Keeping our distance to George Russell well, so let's keep going. What's the new strategy? Okay. Lap 17 and then we're going on to the hards. Sure. Oh no, Pierre Gasly has stolen our fastest lap. We need to try and make another fastest lap attempt soon. Ooh, George Russell is trying it, but our car placement is absolutely spectacular.
Okay, we're low on fuel. Try shifting up the gears a little sooner. This should help us save some fuel.
Oh, I think this might be a fastest lap attempt, so I'm gonna go straight on. Oh yes it is, it's a fastest lap. Okay, now we're pitting. Ooh, hold on a sec, what's my tire wear? 47? Should I go on softs? We're halfway through the Grand Prix. Is it better to risk it a little longer? Alright, let's go into the pits. Hard compound tires on. We're rejoining in second apparently, behind Mick Schumacher. We'll be ahead of George Russell by a tiny bit. According to this guy. Hurry up, boys. Come on, come on, come on, come on. 2.5. Oh, this is gonna be tight.
Pit strategy complete.
Oh, Russell's gonna be ahead of us. Russell's gonna be ahead of us, I think. Yep. Ah, just ahead of us. That's fine. It's our teammate. Let's see if we can get another fastest lap. We got DRS, slipstream. Come on.
That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up.
Is that a clean overtake? I think it is. Let's go! Fastest lap as well. Hey, another fastest lap. Beautiful.
We are critical on fuel, probably a lap or so short. We don't need to risk a DNF chasing records, so think about going down to mix 1 and lifting early into the corners.
Shut up, Jeff. I got my fuel under control, mate. Extremely dominating at the Brazilian Grand Prix here. Look at this, lap 30, and George Russell and myself are so far ahead of everyone else. We have completely dominated. This has been an easy drive. George Russell has been a good co-driver for this Grand Prix. He's really shining now. Time is just extending, 11 seconds to P3, who is Charles Leclerc. So we are really storming ahead.
You won't be able to open the rear wing. We're working on a fix. Stay out.
Okay. DRS problem, that's fine. We don't need it right now if we keep maintaining P1, because we're not going to get DRS anytime soon.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Tokyo Drift, that's fine. Add a little style to our driving. George Russell is slightly closer to us, but I think we can outpace him still. He's going soft. He's not deploying any ERS, I think. I think we can set a fastest lap here. Let's see. Really pushing the car here. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Fastest lap, let's go.
Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race.
How good are we? How good are we? Look at that. Fastest lap here and there. On very used hard compound tires, 28-30% wear. And we are setting fastest laps. That's how fast we are. Here we go, final lap of the Grand Prix, and I see some back markers. Let's see if we can overtake them here. Oh, come on, please. George Russell's right on my tail. And we overtake Matsushita. One back marker down. And we complete the Grand Prix sitting P1. What a race. What an end to the whole series. P1 in Brazil. Let's go.
Great job. You've done everything we wanted today.
Awesome job, boys. Thanks everyone so much. It's been an awesome year to spend with all of you.
It's been a roller coaster season then, but they can go into the winter with their heads held high after an emphatic victory here today. Anthony Davidson, what helped them deliver this result, do you think?
Well, I know it's a bit of a boring answer, but the truth is they simply had the best speed package on the day, and a driver who knows how to take advantage of that. It doesn't matter how much time you spend poring over the stats and planning strategies if you can't keep the pace, and our winner today showed they could do both.
Well, what a thrilling end to an incredible Grand Prix weekend. Our top three finishers should be incredibly happy with what they were able to achieve out there today.
It is a wonderful end to the Grand Prix. Both Sue Motorsport or Sue Elite Racing drivers on the podium today, George Russell and myself. What a result. I couldn't be happier. What a way to end the whole series on a high note. So what a result, P1 and P2 respectively for us, and the fastest lap as well to put salt on the wounds of everyone else. Charles Leclerc gets P3, 14 seconds behind us, so we've had unbelievable and blistering pace. Both of us making it within a second of each other, and then Charles Leclerc 14 seconds behind us. Zhou, Gasly, Albon, Sainz, Ocon, Kvyat, and Schumacher round out the top 10 points positions. Bottas, Norris, Verstappen, Giovinazzi, Latifi, Aiken, Giotto, Hamilton, De Vries, Magnussen, Matsushita round out the finishing people, with Stroll not finishing the race after a small collision with us, and then he binned his own car. I left him enough space, I think, but he still managed to bin the car. So standings wise, this is the final standings, the ultimate result. George Russell just a couple points behind, 11 points behind Lando Norris. We sit at 340 points in the lead. That was a dominant performance throughout the season. Constructor standings wise, it is McLaren who gets P2. We sit at P1, 203 points ahead of McLaren. Red Bull gets third, Mercedes fourth. Williams didn't get last, they got ninth, and I think that was pretty much equal onto the performance reviews of each car. Ferrari sitting in seventh, so I guess Ferrari had a short upcoming or like a rebound, but then they fall back to being a lower mid-table team. So yeah, that is how it stands. Before we end the episode, of course, I wanted to let you guys know of some driver retirements. Of course, there's Daniel Kvyat who is out, and I also think Nicholas Latifi announced his retirement. So those two drivers will no longer be in future F1 seasons. So by season 8. Kvyat and Latifi are both out. As you see here, I don't see Kvyat or Latifi on the driver lists. So yep, they are out of the F1 season. This is an absolute high note to end the whole series. It is quite somber to think that it's over, but F1 2021 is just around the corner, so it is not too somber for long. So I had a blast playing this. I had an absolute blast. 8 seasons of F1 2020 My Team career mode, and I think we've done a brilliant job. I mean, I think I started off way back when in like November, when the channel really started to take shape. And this was really the first game that I really played in and out. Like, I absolutely spent so much time on this game trying to perfect my driving, trying to drive well, trying to make sure that I really improve on the game. I remember starting in Australia way back when and complaining how the car felt like it was on ice skates and I couldn't really drive well, and we were still on automatic, full traction control. What else is there? I think all the assists were on at that point, and I didn't even know how to keep the car on track, and I didn't even know about downforce. I didn't know about any wings. I didn't know about car setups, suspensions, etc., braking adjustments. Upgrades were completely out of the blue. So yeah, I think I learned a lot about Formula 1. I learned a lot about vehicles, about cars, and I think I learned a lot about trying to manage a F1 team, and I think we've been fairly successful. 6 drivers championships, 6 constructors, I believe, so that is quite a feat. I think we did very well throughout the whole 8 seasons. I think I've done the most I could do, and then as the car maxed out, I think the game started to glitch. So I'm happy to get started on a new series completely in F1 2021. I know they switched up the damage, they switched up the car controls, they've switched up teams, etc. So I'm excited to get started on a new game. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the whole series. Check out the description for a playlist of all the videos of F1 2020 My Team career mode. All 102 episodes will be in that playlist, so go back, enjoy the other episodes, enjoy me struggling so much to keep the car on the track, struggling to drive well, and also notice how much I've changed throughout the series, how much we've grown as a team, and how much better we've driven. So thank you guys so much for stopping by today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe using the red button down below, and hit the notification bell next to it so you're notified when the next video goes live. It is important to stay subscribed because F1 2021 is literally coming in a couple days. We will be starting a whole new series on there, so please be sure to be subscribed so you don't miss out on it. As always, I hope you're doing well, and until the next video of mine, please take care of yourselves, and I'll see you guys in F1 2021.
So what, you just use me.